and gentlemen, please find a seat. Ship selection will begin shortly.
Test, test. Midshipmen, SWO selects, please find your seats. We would like to start ship selection soon. SWO selects, please find your seats.
Commander Flynn told me to hype up the crowd.
What?
You want to hype up the crowd with me?
Hype up the crowd?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Let's just get loud for no reason. All right.
I hate this.
Okay, this is what we do. All right, USNA. Are we excited for ship selection? Can I get some noise from way up there in the back? Who's excited? Who's got some signs for some firsties? Let me see the signs. SWO mamas, nice. That's what I like to see. SWO for stout, that's pretty good. SWO dogs, I see you up there. That's good. SWO dogs, I like it.
Hey, Jake, can I just say all these SWO selects look so good in their SWO leather jackets?
Absolutely. Let's get some noise for the SWO first class selects in their jackets. Let's bring it up. Ooh, yeah. My eyes aren't good enough.
Hey, Jake, what home port do you think is going to go first tonight?
I think first selection is going to be Hampton Roads. Norfolk,
Oh,
what do we think?
yeah.
Norfolk? Norfolk?
Hampton
Norfolk?
Roads, yeah.
Norfolk #1. Norfolk, baby.
Yeah.
East Coast Sailors.
Jake's
What do you
an
think,
East
Kara?
Coast sailor. I'm a West Coast sailor. My first ship was out of Pearl Harbor. Anybody for Pearl Harbor?
Okay, Pearl Harbor, we see him over there. Can't compete with Norfolk, but okay.
I think the best part, though, is that no matter where they go, they will all be surface warriors, the best war fighters this Navy's ever seen.
Absolutely, Kara. After tonight, we're going to have over 200 warfighters ready to go, join the fleet. That'll be out into the fleet in under a year.
Hoo-yah. Did all our SWO selects find their seats?
Can I have everybody take their seats, please? We're going to get started. All right, thanks for coming out tonight. Where's 25? Where's 25? All right. You guys look sharp in those SWO jackets, I'll tell you what. All right. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce our 33rd Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Lisa Franchetti.
All right, hey, good night, everybody. Woo! Great to see you all. Ed, thank you, and thanks to the team that put tonight together. Let me say hello to all of our midshipmen, our future surface warfare officers, all the wannabe surface warfare officers out there, the families, the friends, the mentors, the faculty, everybody that has had a hand in putting together today, but more importantly, getting us this great crop of surface warfare officers. You know, just a few minutes ago, I got to talk to the future surface warfare officers who look very good in their SWO jackets. Don't they? How about a big round of applause? And thanks, Brendan, for making that happen. There is no better time to be a surface warfare officer in America's warfighting Navy. You are going to be driving ships, steaming over the horizon, doing exercises with allies and partners, and getting ready, and I probably can't swear because this is being broadcast, but you're going to kick some whenever you get called upon to do so. I joined the Navy almost 40 years ago, and my passion for the Navy is fueled by surface warfare. You get to be part of a great team. You get to serve something greater than yourself. So, is there anyone who would like to trade places with me right now and be the CNO, and I can take your place and start all over again? And I think I picked the John Bassalone because it's in Mayport now, but it's going to go to Rhoda. Okay, no, okay, I didn't think there'd be any takers. All right, let me just, I just want to have one quick story before we get started. And it's a quick story about one of our greatest warriors, Admiral Arleigh Burke. Admiral Arleigh Burke, 31-knot Burke. And during the commissioning of the very first Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, named after him, Arleigh Burke was asked if he had a message for the crew, and more specifically to the junior officers. And without delay, he replied, "This ship was built to fight, and you had better know how." So to all of our future SWOs out there, this is a message that you should carry with you from this day forward. Like him, we need you to be relentless in combat, resourceful in command, and respected by your crew. You are embarking on an incredibly exciting journey. You're going to deter any would-be adversaries. You're going to defend our nation's national security interests, and you're going to preserve our way of life. So be very proud, be excited, and be ready for all that lies ahead. And it starts tonight when you select your ship and take your place in surface warfare history. So again, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Whoop, whoop. So now let me turn it over, class of 2025. Here's somebody who knows how to fight, like Admiral 31-knot Burke, our SWO boss, Admiral Brendan McLean. Brendan, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. And to everybody, you guys look amazing in your SWO jackets. Woo! Just impressive. Big thanks to Ed Sundberg for coming up with the idea. Well done. And big thanks to Navy Supply for making it happen on short notice. So big round of applause, please. You guys look great. I'd like to thank CNO for coming tonight. That makes it super special. Our 250th birthday year for the class of 2025 graduating, and the CNO's here for ship selection. It's just amazing. You guys are blessed and honored by this. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's great to be here. Thank you. Well, I can see people have already lined up, so I will cut the short now, turn it over to our amazing MCs, and I think we're going to be ready to play that first walk-on song, and and let's start getting to pick our ships. Well done.
This just in. We can confirm there has been a last-minute change in the selection order, and Bill the Goat was meritoriously reordered to the top of the ship selection list. Let's see what ship Bill picks. Bill the Goat selects YP676 out of Annapolis, Maryland. Let's make some noise for Bill the Goat. Great pick, Bill. Sorry, midshipman, Annapolis, Maryland is no longer available.
With the first pick, we have Midshipman First Class, Raddick. Midshipman Raddick has selected USS Oscar Alston, DDG 79, out of Rota, Spain. Let's give it up for Midshipman Raddick.
In addition to her sword, Midshipman Raddick will be given a custom jersey from the Surface Naval Association.
Look at that football jersey. Bill the Goat's jealous right now.
Midshipman First Class Gordillo. Midshipman Gordillo selects the USS Portland out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Schreiber. And he takes USS Carl 11 out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Lamb. Midshipman Lamb selects USS Ralph Johnson out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Lucas. Looks slightly undecided. And she takes USS XX LHC-2 out of San Diego.
As the first midshipman out of Japan, Midshipman Lamb receives a sword.
And let's give it up again for Midshipman Lucas.
Midshipman First Class Lau. Midshipman Lau selects USS Ralph Johnson, DDG 114 out of Yokosuka, Japan. Midshipman Lau also receives a traditional gift from choosing a ship out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman Surjati Nata. And he takes USS Oscar Austin, also out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Larkins. Midshipman Larkins picks USS San Diego, LPD 22, Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Tolentino. Mayport, Florida. John Bassalone, DDG 122.
Midshipman First Class Walters. Midshipman Walters selects USS Kearney out of Mayport, Florida. What a welcome from the crew of the USS Kearney.
Whoa. Midshipman First Class Schutz. He takes Paul Ignatius, 117 out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Abreu. Midshipman Abreu selects USS McCampbell, DDG 85 out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Skidmore. Paul Ignatius, Rota, Spain.
Midshipman Sherry. He selects the Paul Ignatius out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Mazo. From the Philippines. The Philippines. Great pick.
Midshipman First Class Yoon. Midshipman Yoon selects the USS Rafael Peralta, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Borst. USS New Orleans, LPD 18 out of Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Katrakis. Where will he go? Mr. Katrakis picks the USS Jason Dunham out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class, Hoot. Midshipman Hoot selects USS Bulkley, DDG 84 out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Landis. And he picks the USS Howard, DDG 83.
Midshipman First Class Smith. He takes USS Roosevelt out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Lim. And she picks the USS McCampbell out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Kramer. Rota, Spain, USS Roosevelt, DDG 80.
Midshipman First Class Fry. Midshipman Fry selects USS Arleigh Burke, Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Zhang. USS John P. Murtha out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Jennings. Midshipman Jennings selects the USS Oscar Austin out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class, Yusel Lazo. And she selects USS Preble, DDG 88 out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Crotty. Midshipman Crotty selects the USS Tripoli out of Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Phillips. First ship from Hampton Roads, USS Ross, DDG 71. Let's give it up for Hampton Roads, Virginia. Great pick, Midshipman Phillips. Norfolk. Midshipman First Class Bugillid. Straight for Rota, Spain. She selects USS Arleigh Burke, DDG 51 out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Myers. Midshipman Myers selects USS Roosevelt, Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Crane. And he takes USS Spruance out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Walker. And Midshipman Walker picks the first ship from Everett, the USS John S. McCain.
Midshipman First Class Kim. And he takes USS New Orleans, Sasebo, Japan. Let's give it up for Midshipman Kim.
Next up, we have Midshipman Dowdy. And Midshipman Dowdy picks the USS Stockdale out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Parker. And he selects USS John P. Murtha out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Beckman. Midshipman Beckman selects the USS Ralph Johnson, Yokosuka, Japan. Midshipman First Class Ayala. Midshipman Ayala picks the USS Frank E. Peterson, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Bartuska. And he takes USS Rafael Peralta out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Next up, Midshipman First Class McWhorter. And she picks the USS Troop, DDG-86, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Praki.
I wonder where he'll go.
It looks like Thailand. Great pick.
I'm sorry, Mids. Thailand is off the table. Midshipman First Class Zualak. Midshipman Zualak picks the USS Kidd out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Rogue. Will she go rogue? And she takes USS John Paul Jones, JPJ, out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Mendoza. And Midshipman Mendoza selects the USS Halsey out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Hool. selects USS Cape St. George, cruiser out of San Diego, California. Show your friends.
Midshipman, First Class Shepman. With certainty, he picks the USS Shoop out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Sandoval. And she takes USS Arlington LPD out of Hampton Roads.
Midshipman First Class Montreal. Where's he gonna go? And he picks the Philippine Navy. Congratulations. Midshipman, the Philippine Navy is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Shin. And he selects the John Paul Jones, DDG out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Cullen. And Midshipman Cullen selects the USS Carney, DDG 64, Mayport, Florida. Another warm welcome.
Midshipman First Class Salov. Makes a long walk over to USS Kidd out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Ha. Midshipman Ha selects the USS Anchorage out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Maige. And she selects USS Frank E. Peterson out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Angulo. Midshipman Angulo selects the USS Arleigh out of Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Huang. And she selects USS Oak Hill, LSD 51 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Locktown. Midshipman Locktown selects the USS Hopper DDG 70, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Ikeneake. Spirit fingers. And he takes the first ship from the Sri Lankan Navy. Sri Lanka is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Marchi Setyon. And she takes her blue chip to the USS Preble, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Dixon. He wanted me to say, go Birds. And he takes USS William P. Lawrence out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Felix. And Midshipman Felix picks the USS Bulkley, Rota, Spain.
Midshipman First Class Fellows. He takes USS Jack H. Lucas out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Brock. And Midshipman Brock selects the USS Farragut out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Meyer. She goes straight for Yokosuka. She selects USS Howard out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman Liu. And he also goes straight for Yokosuka, the USS John Fenn, DDG 113.
Midshipman First Class Zumbar. And he selects the USS Jack Lucas out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Woodworth. Midshipman Woodworth selects USS Chosen out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Dixon. He takes USS Carl Levin out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Drinkard. Midshipman Drinkard selects the USS John Fenn out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Fisher. And he takes USS Macon Island out of San Diego, California. Midshipman First Class Haugen. And he goes to USS Oak Hill out of Hampton Roads, Virginia, LSD. Midshipman First Class Linville. She goes straight for Yokosuka, Japan, and she selects USS Milius, DDG 69, out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Tsunami. Midshipman Tsunami selects the USS Mustin, DDG 89, out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Yuri. He strolls over to USS Tripoli out of Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Martin. Midshipman Martin selects the USS Chaffee DDG-90, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Milvain. And she selects, she ponders, USS Higgins, DDG-76, out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Ha. Midshipman Ha selects the USS Bruins, DDG-111, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Caldwell. And he takes USS Portland out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Malone. And Midshipman Malone picks the USS Somerset out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Gus Reed. And he takes USS Halsey out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Huber. And she picks the USS Howard, DDG-83, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Glenn. He takes USS Boxer out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Santos. Midshipman Santos picks the USS Dewey, DDG-105, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Gomez. And she takes the USS Michael Murphy out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Olsen. Midshipman Olsen selects the USS Preble, DDG-88, Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Gibbons. He takes USS Michael Mansour out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Lion. Midshipman Lion selects the USS Higgins out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Kelly. She selects USS Carl Levin. Carl Levin.
Midshipman First Class Bassford. Midshipman Bassford selects the USS Mason out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Lewick. He takes the long walk over to USS Gonzales, DDG 66 out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Bean. Midshipman Bean selects the USS Green Bay LPD 20, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Kilgore. She selects USS Winston Churchill, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Iliff. Midshipman Iliff selects the USS Sterett DDG 104 out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Lee. Straight to Yokosuka Hall. He takes USS John Finn out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Joe. Wow, what a fan club over there. Midshipman Joe selects the USS Paul Hamilton, DDG 60 out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Yelnick. He takes USS Steedham out of San Diego, California.
Congrats on your blue chip. Midshipman First Class Griegel. Midshipman Griegel selects the USS Sterett DDG 104, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Aguilar. He goes for USS Anchorage, LPD out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Wilbur. Midshipman Wilbur selects USS Curtis Wilbur out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Zanetti. She takes USS John P. Murtha out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Edwards. Midshipman Edwards selects the USS Portland LPD 27, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Graziano. She takes USS Jack Lucas out of San Diego, California.
And another warm welcome for Miss Graziano. Midshipman First Class Smith. Where will he choose? And he goes for the USS Hopper DDG 70, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Manning. She takes the USS Arlington, LPD 24, out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Chafin. Midshipman Chafin selects the USS Dewey DDG 105 out of Yokosuka, Japan. Congrats, Miss Chafin.
Midshipman First Class Duncan. She takes USS Arlington out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, let's go Hampton Roads. Midshipman First Class Thompson. Another pick for Hampton Roads. Midshipman Thompson selects the USS New York LPD 21.
Midshipman Darrow makes a long walk and he selects USS Mesa Verde, LPD 19 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
3 in a row.
Looks like it's getting pretty popular.
Midshipman First Class Warner. Midshipman Warner selects the USS Comstock LSD 45 out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Autry. And he takes USS Chosen out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Adkins. Midshipman Atkins selects the USS Fort Lauderdale out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. First Class Thompson! First Class Thompson selects the USS Milius DDG-90 out of Yokosuka, Japan. Next up, Midshipman First Class Martin. Midshipman Martin selects his blue chip. Oh wait, there's more.
Did we just get
He
faked out?
selects the USS Cape St. George CG-71 out of San Diego, California. We have another spot for the USS Fitzgerald back on the board.
Midshipman First Class Rubiano. And she selects USS Michael Monsoor out of San Diego, California. Great bow.
Midshipman First Class Davis. Midshipman Davis, he selects the USS Lassen DDG-82 Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Bobans. With a big thunderous roar, he selects USS Jason Dunham out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Zong. And she selects the USS Milius DDG-69 out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Lathan. The crowd goes crazy. She selects USS Michael Murphy out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
She might be the most excited person I've seen all night.
That's what I'm talking about, Warfighter.
Midshipman First Class Single. She ponders. She circles and she selects the USS Mason DDG-87, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Evans. And he takes the Essex LHD-2 out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Willis. Midshipman Willis selects her blue chip to the USS Fitzgerald DDG-62, San Diego, California.
With the next pick, we have Midshipman First Class Norton. And he takes the USS Daniel Inouye out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Agarwal. And Midshipman Agarwal selects the USS Hopper DDG-70, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Johnson. That's right, waved him up all the way up in the back. And she takes USS Lassen out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Tamburino. Midshipman Tamburino selects the USS Jason Dunham DDG-109, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Mackenzie. Strolls over and she selects the USS Frank E. Peterson out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Santiago. He loves his fans.
Thanks for the heart.
And he picks the USS Daniel Inouye DDG out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Driscoll. She takes USS JPJ out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Chiapparini. Where will he go? With no hesitation, he picks the Peruvian Navy. Sorry, Midshipman, Peru is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Harris. And she takes USS Bulkley. She takes her blue chip, and Rhoda Spain is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Lusby. He is pumped, and he picks the USS Ramage DDG out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Gorzinski. She pumps up the crowd and she takes, the USS Momsen out of San Diego, California.
She had me going there for a second.
Johan. Midshipman First Class Johan Apawerki. Let's hear it, 19th Company. And he takes the USS Ross out of Norfolk, Virginia. Oh. Great pick. Thanks, Johan.
That's his company officer, in case you couldn't tell. Midshipman, First Class Bianchi! And he picks the USS Robert Smalls, Cruiser 62, out of Yokosuka, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Montoya. And he takes the Fitz DDG out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman, First Class Cam. I wonder where he's gonna go. It looks like he's headed straight for his blue chip, the USS San Antonio, LPD 17, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class, then she takes USS Starrett, DDG out of San Diego.
Good choice. Midshipman, First Class Suryana.
Where do you think he's going?
I'm not sure. It looks like he's headed to the Indonesian Navy. Congratulations.
Midshipman First Class King. And he takes the USS San Diego out of Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman, First Class Banks. And Midshipman Banks selects the USS Farragut out of Mayport, Florida.
Great song. Midshipman First Class Libby. He strolls and he takes the USS New Orleans, LPD out of Sasebo, Japan. Midshipman First Class, Dave. He selects the USS Wayne E. Meyer, destroyer out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman, First Class Peyton. Midshipman Peyton selects the USS Minneapolis St. Paul LCS out of Mayport, Florida.
That's our first LCS.
Congratulations. Midshipman, First Class Turner Step. And he picks the USS Bruins DDG 111, San Diego, California. His song choice matches his ship choice.
I think he's from Alabama.
Oh, just kidding. Never mind. All right.
Midshipman First Class Hubert. And he takes the USS Donald Cook out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman, First Class Gibbons. With confidence, she heads to the USS Ross DDG 71, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Great pick. Midshipman First Class Heller. And he takes the USS Comstock, LSD 45 out of San Diego, California. Midshipman First Class Kim. He goes straight and he takes the USS Ashland, LSD out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Trilling. Oh, he's prepared. And he goes for the USS San Antonio, LPD 17, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Wilkinson. And he takes the Carney out of Mayport, Florida.
And another warm welcome to the USS Carney. Midshipman First Class Nijov. And he goes straight for the Maldivian Coast Guard. Congratulations. I'm sorry, Midshipman, the Maldives is off the board. That's tragic.
Midshipman First Class Lopez. And she takes the USS Chung Hoon, DDG out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Talbert.
Get up, get up.
And he picks from Hampton Roads
Oh,
the USS Nitsa DDG 94.
Midshipman First Class Egger. And she takes, out of Everett, the USS Barry, Destroyer, DDG 52.
Midshipman First Class Lundy. Midshipman Lundy selects the USS Michael Murphy, DDG out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Cervantes. She's pumped. She selects USS Macon Island, LHC out of San Diego.
Definitely in the running for the most excited of the night. Midshipman First Class Wiley. After much deliberation, Midshipman Wiley selects the USS William P. Lawrence, DDG 110, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Arciaga. Go straight for the Rushmore, LSD 47 out of Sasebo, Japan. Midshipman First Class Davis. He selects the McCain Destroyer out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Morley. Midshipman Morley selects the USS Wichita, LCS 13, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Barnado. She takes the USS New Orleans, LPD out of Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Trevino. She picks the USS Iwo Jima, LHD 7 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. She's real pumped.
That's what I'm talking about, Warfighter. Midshipman First Class Ponenti. Straight forward, USS Pinckney, destroyer out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Robbins. Midshipman Robbins selects the USS William P. Lawrence, DDG-110, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class McBride. He strolls over and he selects the Mahan, destroyer out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Lemelin. Midshipman Lemelin selects the USS McFall, DDG-74, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Now that's a great ship. Midshipman First Class Oguntuase. He strolls over and he selects the Cape St. George Cruiser, San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Velez. Midshipman Velez selects the USS Cooperstown, LCS-23, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Bias. There it is. She selects the USS Kearsarge, LHD out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
The junior officers on the Kearsarge are very excited for her. First Class Stewart. Midshipman Stewart selects the USS Tripoli, LHA-7, Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Munoz. He takes the Delbert D. Black out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Gasca. And she selects the USS Mesa Verde, LPD out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Sarver. She takes the USS New York, LPD 21 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Philby. Midshipman Philby selects the ship that's on the pier, USS Marinette, LCS, stationed in Mayport, Florida.
He's going to go visit his ship later tonight. Midshipman First Class Mitsunaga. He takes the Delbert D. Black, destroyer out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Drake. Midshipman Drake selects the USS Chosen, CG-65, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Stevens. And he selects the USS Sampson, DDG out of Everett, Washington.
Great song choice. Midshipman First Class Demon. Midshipman Demon selects out of San Diego, LCS Crew 214, Manchester Gold.
Midshipman First Class Stout. And she takes the Wasp, LHD 1, the first, the original, out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Apes. Midshipman Hakes heads to Hampton Roads, Virginia on the USS Wasp, LHD 1. Quick change. It's stressful down here. We accidentally had a pick. We meant to pick the USS McFall for Midshipman First Class McBride.
Great pick, Gwen.
All right, next up we have Midshipman First Class Van Vliet. And she is headed to the fleet on the USS Thomas Hudner, DDG 116, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Williams. And he takes the Momsen destroyer out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Wen. A long walk over to Everett, Washington on the USS Sampson, DDG 102.
Midshipman First Class Hamilton. A lot of waves. She selects the Donald Cook destroyer out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Cam. And he selects the USS Momsen, DDG 92, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Kirkpatrick. And he takes the Tortuga LSD out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Murphy. And Midshipman Murphy is headed to the USS Mitcher, DDG, out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Spees. He selects the USS Cleveland, LCS 31 out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Rye. Midshipman Rye heads to the USS Wayne E. Meyer, DDG 108, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Midshipman First Class Linville. And he takes USS Donald Cook, destroyer out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Breen. Midshipman Breen selects the USS Jack H. Lucas, DDG 125, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Simons. He selects USS Winston Churchill, destroyer out of Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Hinton. Big decision to make. Midshipman Hinton, with purpose, heads towards the USS Rushmore, LSD 47, Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Point. He selects the Pinckney, destroyer out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Delay. And with no delay at all, he picks the USS Mitcher, DDG 57, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class McKinney. And he selects the Wayne E. Meyer, destroyer out of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. And folks, that's the last ship out of Pearl Harbor. Hawaii is closed for business.
Midshipman First Class Sung. Midshipman Sung goes straight to the USS Robert Small, CG-62, Yokosuka, Japan. Love the glasses in that photo.
Midshipman First Class Finn. She selects the USS Rushmore, LSD out of Sasebo, Japan. Midshipman First Class D'Angelo. And he selects the Mahan, destroyer out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Nugroho. And he picks the Indonesian Navy. Sorry guys, Indonesia is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Romero. And she selects USS Wasp, LHD-1, the original, out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Hodges. She skips over to the USS Benfold, DDG-65, out of Everett, Washington.
Midshipman First Class Flores. And the crowd goes crazy. She selects the USS Robert Smalls, destroyer out of Yokosuka, Japan. And folks, Yokosuka to plan is now closed.
Midshipman First Class Fung. And she takes her blue chip to the USS San Diego, LPD, Sasebo, Japan.
Midshipman First Class Hudson. And she selects the Gravely, destroyer out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Fraley. He worked at Domino's, now he works for the U.S. Navy, and he's going too. The James E. Williams, DDG 95. Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Machado. And she selects USS Momsen, DDG 92 out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Booth. Midshipman Booth selects the USS Pinckney, DDG 91, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Pelletier. And he selects the Nitsa, destroyer out of Hampton Roads.
Midshipman First Class Car. Midshipman Car selects the USS Thomas Hudner, DDG 116, Mayport, Florida.
Midshipman First Class Cam. Give it up for Vince. And he selects the USS Chung Hoon, destroyer out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Freimark. Love that fun fact. Midshipman Freimark selects the USS Benfold, DDG out of Everett, Washington. Midshipman First Class Strong. And she selects the USS Lena H. Sutcliffe Higbee out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class win. And he takes the USS Chung Hoon, DDG 93 out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class McCann.
That's his name in mids. I don't know. Whatever.
Midshipman McCann selects the USS Gettysburg, CG-64, Hampton Roads, Virginia. Midshipman First Class Daniel. Midshipman Tears of Daniel selects The USS Bainbridge, DDG, out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Sturtevant. He takes LCS crew to a 5. Manchester Blue out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Gallardo. Midshipman Gallardo selects the USS Ted Stevens, DDG.
Midshipman First Class, Frick. And he selects the Gravely Destroyer, Norfolk, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Adriano. Calm, cool, and collected, he selects the USS Germantown, LSD 42, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class, Romo. And he selects the Carter Hall, LSD 50 out of Hampton Roads.
Midshipman First Class Swanson. And she heads straight to Everett, Washington to the USS Sampson, DDG 102.
Midshipman First Class, Inman. He waves. He thinks. He selects the Lena A. Sutcliffe Higbee Destroyer out of San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Wong. She heads to the board. She thinks. And she selects the USS Mitcher out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class, Renault. And he selects the USS Cole, DDG 67 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Moreno. And he selects the USS Russell, DDG 59, San Diego, California. He can't wait.
Midshipman First Class, Moriarty. And he selects the Mahan Destroyer, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Cho. He faked us out, but he's headed to the Taiwanese Navy. Congrats, Mr. Joe. And with that, the Taiwanese Navy is off the board.
Midshipman First Class, Louis Louis. She selects the Oakland LCS 24 out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Miller! Midshipman Miller. Oh, he's dancing his way over to the board. And he selects the USS Harvey C. Barnum Jr. DDG 124, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Hoover. And she selects the USS Gonzalez, DDU 66 out of Hampton Roads.
Midshipman First Class Shaw! And he picks the USS Thomas Hudner, DDG 116, his blue chip from Mayport, Florida. And with that, Mayport is off the board.
Midshipman First Class Smith. And he takes the USS Russell, DDG 59 out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Wilson. Midshipman First Class Wilson is headed to the USS James E. Williams, DDG 95, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Gine. She selects the Comstock LSD 48 out of San Diego.
Congrats on that blue chip. Midshipman First Class Sheen. And he's headed to the USS Russell, DDG 59, San Diego, California.
Midshipman First Class Walker. He goes straight for the USS Mobile, LCS 26 out of San Diego.
Midshipman First Class Villanueva. Midshipman Villanueva is headed to the USS Fort Lauderdale LPD out of Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Jacob. And he selects the USS Curtis Wilbur, DDG 54 out of San Diego.
What a great home port.
I don't have it on my list. Yeah, I do not have it in my list. Do we have a regular one for Kansas City? Do you have a regular for Kansas City? The LCS? Yeah, because nobody picked the blue.
Congratulations to Mr. Jacob. The USS Kansas City is no longer a blue chip. It is back on the board.
Midshipman First Class Pontiff. I wonder what he's going to choose. Oh, he chooses the USS Kansas City, LCS 22 out of San Diego.
I also
Next up, Midshipman First Class Gibson! Midshipman Gibson picks the USS Curtis Wilbur DDG 54, San Diego, California.
You want to go across the Tripoli? Oh, okay, yeah, leave that.
After that quick commercial break, next up we have Midshipman First Class Bhutan. Midshipman Bhutan selects the USS Carter Hall, LSD 50, Hampton Roads, Virginia.
Midshipman First Class Barazal. He selects the Zumwalt, DDG 1000 out of Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Midshipman First Class Urtia. And she selects our last blue chip of the night, the USS Tripoli, LHA-7. Sasebo, Japan is off the board.
All right, guys, let's make some noise. How loud can we get? Let's bring it up for all the warfighters tonight. With the final selection in chip selection, we have Midshipman First Class Cummings
Look at
with
that
a chain and all. And he selects the Tortuga LSD 46 out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. Let's get loud for Midshipman Cummings.
Let's hear it for this year's Surface Warfare selectees.
Let's give it up.
Thank you for joining us at Ship Selection for the class of 2025. Congratulations, please clean up after yourselves and have a good night.
Thank you so much, man.